Hey, it's Midnight Raven, and today we're doing part 2 in my mini series of DVDs that I managed to buy, to resell, to donate, or watch myself. So, I'm Midnight Raven, and I do eBay reselling as a hobby. Now, if you saw the previous video, which I will link down below or up top, I bought a box of possibly 200 to 250 DVDs from a guy off Facebook Marketplace. Some of these were adult movies, as in horror, comedy, black humour. Some of these were kids' movies and a very wide mixture of genres. I've already done part 1, which featured the first 50, and now this part features 55. Odd numbers, I know, but I have to get through all 250 at some point. Eventually, I'm going to show you my own collection of DVDs that I have, but I do have 250 to show you first. So if you haven't seen part 1 that features the first 50, which were all what I want to call adult movies, i.e. they were 12, 15 and 18 in rating, and this one has some kids ones, which I will put in at the end. I'm going to do the adult movies first, or the older genres, should we say, and then do the rest. So let's have a look at the first 10. So these will either be donated, I will have them myself, or I will resell them on eBay. I got an entire box of 2 to 250 for £20, which is a bargain price. First movie, comment down below as well if you've watched these before, your favourite movies, whether you think they're really good. Talk about films in the chat. So the first one is Underworld. Now I haven't seen the series. Kate Beckinsale, haven't seen her in a lot of movies, if I'm honest. I'm guessing it's a really good series. I believe there are like 3 in this. And then we have Underworld Evolution, which is the second part of the trilogy. Again, it says no one sucks blood more sexily than Kate Beckinsale. No comment on that one. And then to finish off the trilogy, which I believe there are 3, we have Underworld Rise of the Lycans. So I'm selling these probably on eBay, maybe as a trio or separately, I haven't decided. Never seen them before. Like I said, comment down below if you've seen any of these, whether you think these are any good, or any recommendations for films I should watch. Next, we have a trilogy of the Ocean movies. So we've got Ocean's 11, which I've never seen, Ocean's 12, which I've never seen, and Ocean's 13. And then there is a new Ocean's 14, which I believe is just women. So this features George Clooney, Matt Damon, Brad Pitt, Julia Roberts, and Andy Garcia. Haven't seen any of them. And then in the second one, you get people like Catherine Zeta-Jones turn up. And then you get Matt Damon. So big names. It was a really good series apparently, but I have never seen any of them. They do like heists, I believe. So if you know what these are like, comment down below. Next, we have Transformers, just the original movie, which I have seen. Not a big fan of Transformers. Like I said in the last video, favourite character is Bumblebee, but I don't generally just sit there and watch them. Next, we have the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, probably the best Spider-Man. Then we've got Spider-Man 2, and obviously Spider-Man 3, which features Venom, which is probably my favourite out of the 3. Obviously featuring with him, you have Kristen Dunst, who again, haven't really seen in a lot of films, but we have the whole trilogy there. There is the new series, is it The Amazing Spider-Man? That's not really my kind of thing. Next, we have a film called Gamer, which features Gerard Butler. He features, for me personally, the best films he's done are the Los Angeles Has Fallen, is it? That kind of trilogy. Never seen this one. Apparently he's rogue in this one too. It seems to be his forte. Next, we have Gone in 60 Seconds, featuring Angelina Jolie and Nicolas Cage. It's an okay film. It's nothing exciting like the Fast and the Furious movies, but it's watchable. Next, we have the other two of the Pirates of the Caribbean. We've got The Curse of the Black Pearl and At World's End. Unfortunately, I only have 3 of them. I don't have all 5. I don't have Alcazar's Revenge, or how do you pronounce his name? And I also don't have the 4th one. Tides, is it World Tides? The Tide one. But I have the first 3. Obviously, Johnny Depp. You've got Keira Knightley. Chow Yun-fat features in this one, which is pretty cool. If you haven't seen the Pirates of the Caribbean, like I said in the last one, you've probably been under a rock somewhere. It's a brilliant series. Next, we have Meet the Parents, which we also have the sequel, Meet the Fuckers. So Meet the Parents is another Ben Stiller movie and Robert De Niro. Obviously, he goes to meet the parents of his future wife. Oh, yeah, and then they go to meet his parents. So it's a parent swapping movie. It's okay. The most exciting part of the film is the cat, Mr. Jinx, I believe he's called, or Jinxie. Next, we have Bad Boys. So we have Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2. Obviously featuring Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. The first one is obviously the better one. Bad boys, what you gonna do? And they actually sing it in there. No one knows the lyrics, obviously. It's a crime drama, pretty good, worth a watch. Next, we have a series that is hit and miss for me, and that's Hellboy. So there has been a new Hellboy series, movie, not feeling it. The original is a definite. This one is really good. This one, which is number 2, yeah, hit or miss again, unfortunately. Watch the first one. Have you skipped the second one? Okay, more movies. Now we have a series that I love, and that is the Jeepers Creepers series. I've got 1 and 2. 1 is the better one, but 2 is watchable. Now, I don't have Jeepers Creepers 3, which would finish the series off, but it is the worst movie out of all 3, so maybe just watch the first 2. This is kind of creepy, but it's worth a watch, and they do have the Jeepers Creepers Where'd You Get Them Peepers song, which is pretty cool. Next, we have one of these, and I do know I have more, and that is the Final Destination series. So there are 5 of these. The first one is Where You Can't Cheat Death. Basically, a kid is meant to be on a plane, it's meant to crash, he has a premonition, he gets off, the plane crashes, everyone else dies. He survives, they want to know why, and then people start dying mysteriously. There's an entire 5 films. Next, we have Men in Black. Awesome series again. This is the special edition cover. We have a different cover this time. I did have the Men in Black in the last video, but this is the 2-disc limited edition in the silver case. Next film we have is Boy Scout. The Goal is to Survive. Never heard of it before. Features Damon Wayans and Bruce Willis. The only things I see Bruce Willis in ever is things like Die Hard. I'm not really into his other parts. Next we have is a legend of a movie, and this is Reservoir Dogs. This is Quentin Tarantino, I believe, at his best. If you haven't seen Quentin Tarantino's movies, again, Living Under a Rock, really good art style in this, and I just love the film. Next one is a teenage favourite, and this is Road Trip. This came out after American Pie, and features Sean William Scott, obviously, but it is a really good, fun-filled watch. Some of the bits in are a bit, but it is fun to watch. Next, we have Mark Wahlberg, who I haven't seen in a lot of movies, and we have Shooter. Don't really know much about it, but it says Blazing Carnage and Action Addict. No idea. Next we have Fear Takes Flight, and it's called Red Eye, featuring Cillian Murphy and Rachel McAdams. Never heard of it. It says moments after takeoff, they reveal the reason they're on board. It's an operated plot to kill a rich and powerful businessman. Sounds alright. Next we have Phone Book, a masterpiece. Now this film, although it features entirely on one scene on one phone box, is a really gripping thing to watch. It's literally an hour and a half of him in a phone booth, which doesn't sound very exciting, but it is actually a kind of gripping film. I do like it. Now next we have some kids movies. So when I bought the boxes, one of the boxes was entirely adults, themed, as in 12, 15, 18. And then he offered me a box of kids movies for, I think it was 90 for a tenner, and 160 of the adult age ones for a tenner. So I took the kids box as well. So we're just going to run through these quickly. So we've got Eddie Murphy's Dr. Dolittle, really funny and must watch. Scooby-Doo the movie, only watched once, didn't really like it. Scooby-Doo 2, never seen it, but it does look kind of quirky on the back. Throw them on the floor. There we go. Okay, Yogi Bear. Who hasn't seen Yogi the cartoon? I don't know what an animated film would be like, but I've seen Yogi Bear the TV series. G-Force, little hamsters going around with tech in a little hamster ball. Not really my kind of thing. Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events. I've actually done like a TV mini-series of this as well, I believe. Jim Carrey plays a quirky man in it. Again, Jim Carrey's acting is hit or miss for me. Next one, which I really like, is the Adam Sandler's Hotel Transylvania. Very good movie, and it even comes in the cardboard sleeve. Perfect. Haven't actually seen the new Hotel Transylvania yet. Next, we have The Pirates in an Adventure with Scientists. I've seen snippets of this, and it does look funny. Next, we have a series of Look Who's Talking. Now we've got Look Who's Talking Now, Look Who's Talking 2, and Look Who's Talking the original. So we have all three. Never seen them, but John Travolta apparently is really good in it, and so is Kirstie Alley. So apparently it's babies talking, and then this one ends up being dogs talking. Very weird. Okay, next we have Final Destination 3. This ride will be the death of you. This features where a death happens on a roller coaster, I believe. Like I said, there are 5 in this series, and so far I have 1 and 3, which should have been in the adult one, to be fair. Next, we have Open Season. I've seen this, and this is quite funny. I don't have Open Season 2, but I do have Open Season 3, so I'm missing the middle one. I've seen the first one, haven't seen the rest, but my kids kind of love these ones. Then we have Merry Madagascar, which I haven't seen, but I have seen the Madagascar films, featuring, who do they feature? They feature David Schwimmer from Friends and a bunch of other people. We also have Madagascar's Escape to Africa. Again, really good movie. I believe it's got Ben Stiller as the lion. I want to say that. Haven't seen it, but I'm sure it's a good watch. Next, Kung Fu Panda Secrets of the Furious 5. So this is the sequel to Kung Fu Panda. Really good movie. Kung Fu Panda, Jack Black, really funny. With Jackie Chan in there, Dustin Hoffman, Lucy Liu, I believe, is one of them as well. Really funny. Then we've got Dr. Dolittle 2. Haven't seen Dr. Dolittle 2, but I've seen 1. Like I said earlier, it's funny. The original Kung Fu Panda at its best. This is the one I prefer out of the two. Next we have Donkey's Christmas Shrek-tacular. Now I've only seen like 1 or 2 of the Shrek movies. I think they like flogged it to death. They did all the movies and all the specials and the Halloween specials and the Christmas specials and the special specials. Just flogged it out. And here you go. Exactly. Shrek the Halls, Shrek at Christmas, Shrek at Halloween, Shrek all year round. It just became a bit boring. Here you go. Look, Shrek at Halloween. Just as I said, they literally flogged Shrek to life. You couldn't flog him anymore. Features all your characters from the movie. Next, we have a personal favourite, the Smurfs. Not a big fan of the movie. Did like the TV series though, although you do have Katy Perry playing a Smurfette. Next one, we have a really cute film. It's called Hotels for Dogs. Now, if you're a dog fan, there are so many dogs in this. But personally, not a big fan. And then another one that shouldn't have been in this part, it should have been in the first part, is the Final Destination 2. So I've got 1, 2, and 3. Again, you can't cheat death twice, but can you cheat it 5 times for all films? Again, an exhilarating ride, not really my kind of thing. And that is 55 films. Need a drink after all that. So this is the second part in the mini-series. I've already done 50 movies previously. This is the second part of the trilogy, the quad, however many it takes to get through all of them. I still have an entire box full of kids and adult movies. So if you want to see more from me and carry on with this journey, I really need to drink. It's exhausting talking for all of these movies. But like I said, there's over 200 and something at least. I don't know. The box, it's like a never-ending portal. But these were 55. These were some kids and some adults this time. Next time, I'm going to be bringing you a bit of both as well. Or I might do all adults or all kids. I haven't decided yet. But if you want to see part 1, I will link it up there or down below. If you want to see more from me, give me a big thumbs up. These will either be donated, watched by me, or sold on eBay. So they'll all go to a good home. And I'll see you very soon for part 3. Take care and thanks for watching. Bye.